Selamat datang to Malaysia! What's up, guys? We're Madison and Ivan, and today we are giving you our first impressions of Malaysia, specifically here in Kuala Lumpur.
So we didn't really know what to expect about Malaysia. You hear about the Petronas Tower,
Batu Caves.
Batu Caves. You hear that, similar to Singapore, its neighbor, but maybe a little cheaper. All good things in my book. But how that all came together in the story that is Kuala Lumpur, we hadn't quite figured out.
But getting off that plane, it was just amazing. The airport itself is beautiful. The roads are insanely well done and beautiful. Like, it's the smoothest roads I've potentially ever been on in my life. Everything was so nice. And coming into the city, just seeing all of the beautiful, iconic architecture, getting that first glimpse of the Petronas Towers and a lot of the buildings that you've seen when you've heard about Kuala Lumpur was incredible. The weather is famous for how insane the storms are, and man, already as soon as we get in, boom, massive downpour.
Yeah, you can feel the pressure in the air, like it's about to burst at any moment, and it does, on a daily basis, burst. We are big walkers. If the distance is less than 30 minutes of a walk, we're walking. But that is not the move in Kuala Lumpur.
It is so hot. And we're going on 20-minute walks and getting there, and we are completely soaked in sweat. It is actually insane.
It's been a walk, a long walk. I'm drenched.
But we keep telling ourselves, like, oh no, we shouldn't walk next time. But next time we see, oh, it's only 20 minutes, and we're like, we should do it.
But now we have discovered monorail system and the subway system. Excellent, clean.
Aren't you concerned?
I wasn't until I read that.
Very convenient. Do as we say, not as we do.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can take Grab cars, which is like Uber, but they're not very reliable when the storms are happening.
No one wants to drive in the rain.
Overall, we've had pretty much solid success when it's not storming. But when it's storming, which is when you need your car the most, it is so unsuccessful. We've had so many drivers cancel on us.
We waited 15 minutes in the storm for our driver, and then he canceled on us. And now our next driver is another 15 minutes away. First impressions of Kuala Lumpur.
We also heard that the food was great here, but that is a huge understatement. The food is fantastic.
Our first Malaysian food since getting to Malaysia. I'm so excited. We have this laksa here. This is the roti chicken curry sauce that you eat it with. We're at Limapulo, which is on the Michelin list. This is recognized by Michelin as one of the most delicious places in all of Kuala Lumpur. So I'm very excited. Oh, wow. Just seeing like so many elements coming together as you mix it. It's so delicious. And it's very hot outside today, but when you're drinking this, when you're eating this, like, you feel like you are being fueled with electrolytes. Like, the coconut milk gives it the perfect, most delicious creaminess you could ever imagine.
Secret is in the shrimp paste, fish sauce, and the undertones there that mix so well with the coconut milk. Fried tofu skin, fish cake. Oh yeah, chef. There's a fish ball. That's fun. Honestly, you could soak cardboard in laksa soup and it would be delicious. I'm pretty sure.
Wow, this is just super yummy. Really hits the spot. Great first taste of Malaysian food in Malaysia.
The roti, a absolute staple of Malaysia. We've been told by pretty much everyone here, eat as much roti as you can find, as you can get your hands on, and that is my mission. That is what we're doing. Roti itself, even before you dip it in this delicious creamy sauce, it has this like nice moisture, and it picks up that flavor from this very, very creamy but home style kind of curry. But really the roti is the star of the show here. Man.
This is so delicate and crepe-like and just like absolutely delicious the way it's soaking up this flavor. The food here really seems to have a delicious combination of like fresh herbs and fresh flavors, but also the dried chili flavors. Like it's a really good balance of the two. plus the creaminess of coconut milk. I mean, it's paradise. It's delicious.
Overall food in Malaysia, packing a punch. There's some nice flavors. Nice combination of like South Asia, Southeast Asia, kind of the melting pot. I can taste elements from different cuisines that I've had around the area. I think it's a tasty melting pot.
I mean, we're talking like some of the best Malaysian foods you can get. Roti, laksa, meat bone tea.
We are at Hing Kee Bakuhteh, and this place is Michelin bib, and it is known for its bakuhteh, which translates directly to meat bone tea. History is that it's meat bone tea because you're actually supposed to drink some tea with it to help you digest all of the fat that is in the soup. So, I mean, we love a fatty soup, we love a good ramen, so we feel like this is going to be pretty delicious and definitely replenish us, re-electrolyte us, refuel us to be exploring this incredible city. Michelin bib means it's some of the best food in the world, but at a better price. So we're definitely here to save money and eat some yummy goodness. I can't wait.
This is the classic bakuhteh. So tender. Oh, this is excellent. I feel like I find so many better replacements for chicken noodle soup abroad, especially in Southeast Asia. I just love how deceptively flavorful it is. It just looks like this clear, Campbell noodle soup sort of broth going on. I can't even convey how much complexity is in this thin liquid. Fat is a wonderful thing. I like this tea, but this is my kind of tea.
Meat bone tea. They're just balancing rich fattiness with fresh flavors so beautifully. So beautiful. It's unbelievable. I heard that bakuhteh was considered Malaysian soul food, and I definitely see why. This is the bowl of soup that's gonna cheer you up on a rainy day. It's gonna make you feel better if you're sick. It's absolutely delicious. This place is open till like 1:30 in the morning because this is the place you go after you've been out partying with your friends. Like, it fits all the boxes, checks all the boxes, fills your soul. Solid soul food.
With Kuala Lumpur being such a melting pot, we're also talking some of the best Chinese food, best Indian food. Absolutely phenomenal. Everything is so good there. And we discovered this like plum juice, this like sour plum juice.
Yes.
That was everything you needed when your electrolytes were shot. Kuala Lumpur has all of our favorite Asian food chains as well. Like our favorite boba spot that we found in New York City, they have that there. Our favorite hot pot place that we found in New York City, also there. Din Tai Fung. Oh my gosh, Din Tai Fung has been a special part of our relationship. We went there on our second date. We love that place. Of course, that's there. Like, everything you could dream of is there.
It's like the New York City of Southeast Asia.
And what I absolutely loved is the combination of the traditional and the modern. There are so many beautiful, incredible modern buildings and architecture and things going on. But there's also these historic areas that you're getting to see, or just very traditional temples. And it was so cool. I mean, for one, like the National Mosque is so modern and so beautiful.
But just that was walking distance from the historic area, right?
Walking. Historic buildings from British rule, where the Malaysian flag was raised for the first time when they declared their independence. Like,
oh, and then a 6-story mega mall as well.
Yeah.
They have it all.
It's so cool, but they've done it so beautifully. It's not like jarring. It's like, wow, like the juxtaposition is done gorgeously. And we went to this beautiful temple up on the top of a mountain that we walked to again. We're absolutely dying and drenched by the time we got there. But it was just so gorgeous up on this hill in the city, looking down at the modern buildings in the background. But this is just beautiful traditional temple. We
gave a donation, and then you can get a fortune. So you grab the sticks and you say a little prayer, and then you drop the sticks, and whichever one is sticking up the highest is your fortune. There's a number on the stick. You match it up to like one of the drawers going around, and that is the fortune that you take. This one is undesirable to be in two minds. It's best to brush off your misgivings and suspicions, which are only hampering your progress. And for job, be successful following initial difficulties. So subscribe to this YouTube channel for the success. Following the initial difficulties of it taking a long time for you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Do it now. And Ivan bought some incense sticks.
It was fantastic and serene and peaceful. The nature is a part of it too. It's nature, it's traditional, it's modern. It's all three of those coming together to make the absolute insane beauty of this city. We can't talk about the traditional without talking about Batu Caves. Oh my gosh. I couldn't believe the Batu Caves were only 18 minutes outside of the city. You're transported to this amazing Hindu temple built into these cave structures, which is just phenomenal. Immediately gorgeous.
Yeah.
The Batu Caves! We are only 18 minutes away from our hotel right now, which is completely mind-blowing because we have been transported into a new world. This site is so iconic, and it just takes your breath away to like actually see it in person. Like it's amazing. It's so beautiful. And with the birds flying everywhere, like it's like we're in a movie. It's one of the most famous Hindu temples in the world. Can already see why. Like we saw a lot of really cool, amazing temples when we were in India, but this is breathtaking the way it's built into nature. And the way that they've now colored it with the bright, beautiful colors, like, it's incredible.
We picked a hot, hot day to come to the Batu Cave. It was beautiful, but 5 minutes in, I'm feeling the heat. Almost there.
This is absolutely stunning. Like, I definitely understand why this is one of the most popular, most beautiful, most recommended places to go in Malaysia. Like, it's just so, so gorgeous. Anytime where you're somewhere that's like so naturally beautiful, and on top of that, something like so sacred and gorgeous built up, like, is absolutely amazing. And this is so cool. Like, I definitely think that, like, in nature, to me, is one of the places where you like just feel the most connected to a higher power. So it makes complete sense to like build a temple here in the middle of a cave. Like, also it's cooler. Like, it's like at least 15 to 20 degrees cooler here in this cave, which is a very welcome thing to be in the shade and break away from the heat that we are experiencing right now in the city. Yeah, it's just so, this is so gorgeous. It's such a cool contrast between like the bright, vivid, beautiful, like actual temple structure they built and the dark but cool nature of the cave. Like, it's incredible.
Obviously, this is a religious place, a place of tranquility and prayer, but also so colorful, so fun. And it's the stairs are colored, but also just the whole area around it, just incorporating all those colors into like religious iconography and statues and stuff. Very, very cool.
Yeah, it was absolutely gorgeous. And we ran into people we know. Based on what you see on TV, it's easy to feel so separated from people throughout the world. But we talk about how travel really makes you feel like the world is so much smaller, you're so much more connected to people. But the fact that we literally ran into people that we know at the Batu Caves with no idea that that was going to happen.
No planning. It's just, and when you make eye contact with someone that you think you know, it's like, wait, am I about to embarrass myself, or are you really? No, that was really someone we knew.
Yep. That was absolutely crazy and so special and cool. Speaking of the absolutely iconic Batu Caves, another very iconic building that has to be thoroughly appreciated is the Petronas Towers. We found this amazing bar. So we're super high up. We're like eye level with the towers. Get a drink, enjoy the view, and we happened to be there on the day where the towers did a special light show. It was so beautiful.
You may have seen pictures of the Petronas Towers, but let me tell you, they do not do it justice. In person, these are like glow sticks, like little lightsabers in the ground, just emanating light, thunderstorms started rolling in. And then, because the clouds were there, they were like white clouds in the middle of the night because of how bright these Petronas towers are.
We chose the perfect day to do this. We got to see it clear. We got to see it in a storm. We got to see the special light show. Like,
With fireflies and fireworks.
Yeah.
It was everyone coordinated a special show just
it's the perfect day. I wish I could tell you how to do that, but we just were there. We also went back to the Petronas Towers, to the park at the base of them, to enjoy the fountain and light show, which is beautiful and classic. It's just like a wholesome moment.
We made it to the fountain and building light show with 8 minutes to spare. And we got pretty front row spots. We're laying on my rain jacket, get the damp ground. Here's the view.
a good relaxing way to end a busy day of touristing and walking in the sun.
Yes, yes. So what are our final first impressions of Kuala Lumpur right now?
How long will you do this?
I would say that Kuala Lumpur surprisingly underrated. Like,
Yay.
we are all sleeping on Kuala Lumpur as a tourist destination. It is so much fun, so many different activities, and for all different sorts of people, right? Like, families can have fun, foodies can have fun, you know, people who are looking for nature can have fun.
So beautiful and cool, so well connected. The language barrier really isn't there. It's a great place to taste a little bit of a lot of Asia. So this has been such a good first taste of the city, and we cannot wait to take a bigger bite of the culture of Kuala Lumpur with a street food tour of one of the most iconic streets in the next video. It's going to be a delicious, incredible adventure, so make sure you join that. We are loving this city. We definitely are going to want to come back in the future because we only have a few days here. So join us for the next mad adventure for the Taste of Kuala Lumpur. Please subscribe, please hit that like button, and we'll see you on the next one.